Hey guys, before this video starts, I want to at least get a few things out there first. One, this is the first what if I've done with a character of mine, so I'm gonna try a mixture of me explaining the story and then switching to Eevee's perspective. In the comments, let me know which perspective you like better, and I'll try doing it for the next part. Second, I've actually had planned for this to be an entire team series of me, Eevee, and Dracon. But I'm starting with Eevee since, again, first time doing a what if like this. And I've already wrote down the numbers and calculations for this series, so if they seem too strong at some point, let me know. Oh, and, well, it's also gonna be based off levels, so yeah. That's the best way I could figure out how to do this series. If you want to know the formula, I will have it in the description below. Oh, so if you want to have your favorite Pokemon run with a Dragon Ball power level, feel free to do so. Anyways, on to the video. Hey guys, Colton here, and welcome to a new what if. And that what if is what if Eevee was in Dragon Ball. Now, I'm new to this, so expect some failures here and there or some missed opportunities. I'm trying to figure things out for this series. I at least got a story for what's gonna happen down already, so I at least am prepared. Anyways, I already mentioned everything at the beginning of the video, so let's just get right into it. And how it's gonna start is, well, basically, me and Eevee are just minding our own business one day, eating at a restaurant, and suddenly Fu pops up, drags Eevee into a portal, and I'm just confused on what happened. And also grab Eevee's meal. I mean, if he suddenly disappears, someone's gonna have to eat it. Now, for Eevee, he's gonna wake up and see that he's outside in an area he didn't see, and sees Fu, who tells Eevee that, okay, so I brought you here because as I'm very curious on how you change everything. And I'll come back here once everything's done. See ya. What? If I see Fu, that guy again, I'm seriously punching him in the face. And location and time period. Just to have a good understanding. Outside of Mount Paozu, so around where Goku lives at this point, and 3 months before Dragon Ball happens. And I don't mean Z, I mean the beginning of Dragon Ball. So yeah. Eevee will be looking around trying to figure out where he is. He'll also realize he's a lot weaker and is a Eevee. Power levels for just to demonstrate how strong they are, and my opinions on why Pokemon would be stronger than humans. Eevee's power level at level 1 in Eevee form is 29. Not much, but compared to Goku's highest power level at that point, being around 10, yeah, Eevee's definitely the strongest person on the planet at this point. But yeah, he's exploring and finds his grandfather's hut, and Goku just eating. Okay, Fu did ask me to change things, but if I do, I run the risk of the time patrollers, and I don't want to get erased since I don't technically belong in this universe. But on the other hand, if I'm possibly able to make sure Goku doesn't marry Chi-Chi too early. Hey, kid! Where's her parents? And yeah, Eevee spends the next 3 months with Goku. And I'll just let Eevee explain. Okay, thank you. And yeah, I'm basically training with Goku for these 3 months. Not seriously, I don't want him getting too strong, but I'm mostly teaching him basic stuff of and a little bit of my own martial arts I created. But other than fighting, I'm also teaching Goku meditation and at least basic knowledge, like for instance, the difference between male and female, how money works, the definition and purpose of marriage. Yeah, I really don't want Goku living a life with Chi-Chi as the way she is. So, if there's any chance of me changing that, I will take it. And I'm also teaching him a little bit of medicine. And just so he has that knowledge, and also if he's learning about medicine, he can possibly take better care of himself. And also if we can prevent the heart virus, that would be the most wanted possibility out there. And again, not physically training with him a lot, but he is definitely getting stronger. And 3 months is just enough time for both of us to get more power. Colton? Thank you. And yeah, if Goku was at a 10 at the start of Dragon Ball, well, it's been a while since I checked, but I did know his power level was around that. I'd say it would be more of a 15 to 17. Eevee, he's taking less time to train, but I have it here where Eevee's current power level is at least in the hundreds. I'm not training with Goku all the time. In fact, when he's sleeping, I'm getting extra training outside, so I'm getting more power through my own training. Also, just a quick mention, but I am making sure Goku turns into a great ape during one of the full moons within the 3 months. That way, I have a reason to tell Goku that he is an ape, and we can start working on him controlling that power. Now, if he did turn great ape again, I'm not gonna say he has full control. Well, at most he doesn't want to use it because, well, he is Goku, and the realization that he killed his grandfather would make him not want to use that power. So we're mostly working on him and learning to use the power in base form. So either Akari or what he did with King Piccolo. And if he does transform again, I'm gonna say at this point, he would at least be able to tell friend or foe. He'll still destroy everything, but he's not gonna just see a friend and just attack them. But other than that, not much progress on that. That part, Goku can barely do it. He just hasn't had the realization he could yet. Anyways, the start of Dragon Ball does happen as in canon. And Eevee does go with them. Shockingly. Yeah, I'm going with them, but I'm not gonna do anything. In fact, when we meet Master Roshi, I'm gonna go with him at that point, leaving Goku on his adventure to gain the Dragon Balls while I'm getting some training with Roshi. And I'm also saying I'm going with Roshi because as one of the main things I do want to mention, and in this is, I know I'm from another universe. I know that if I say it, there's a possibility I'll be outcasted from everyone there and have to defend them from everything behind the scenes, or they're only going to use me as a prophet. So I at least tell Roshi during our training. But I do want to emphasize that I am not trying to change their path or future. Heck, I'm staying with Roshi because I don't want Goku to suddenly have something else happen, and due to me being there. And that I won't do anything without their permission, and that would and influence their life any significant way. I mean, I'm still gonna do it, some things, but I want to at least have them know that I do know everything that's gonna happen. Anyways, the entire plot of Dragon Ball still goes the same. Aim up to the, I don't know the mountain. We get to the point where in Ox King's castle is pretty much on complete and utter fire. Here, Goku goes to Roshi, and in turn me, since I'm there, with Roshi, and he goes to blow up the mountain. And by accident, Goku learns the Kamehameha, and I decide, I want to see how far you got, so I'll join again. Also, seriously, that is impressive, if kid. And everything else after that point pretty much goes the exact same. Eevee is there, and he is gonna help at points, like when they're trapped, Eevee will use his power, or level, and strength, just to, mostly strength, and break the door down. So no great monkey, Goku. And seeing what he does, I don't want that happening again. And I think Eevee would just let Oolong wish for underwear. Or not really having a wish himself, so yeah. And that entire part of Dragon Ball is done. And Goku's gonna go train with Roshi for the tournament, and Eevee? Wait, what are you gonna do, Eevee? Oh, simple. I'm gonna go up to Kami. During the entire conversation I had with Roshi, I was making sure, I was letting Kami know through my mind that I know of him and I know he's watching me. Especially since the Dragon Balls were used and I was there. So yeah, I find Korin and in his tower. I ask him to get in contact with Kami, and all that happens. So I'm pretty much training with Kami now. And I'm not really gonna do much fighting at this point. I'll at least go to the tournament to see Goku, but other than that, I'm not really gonna fight. But in the Red Ribbon arc, and since I spent a lot of time with other people, and let's also just say plot convenience, I evolve into a Sylveon, and let's say my current power level at this point would be 1,638. Wait, what? I've been leveling you up slowly, the Eevee. At this point, your level is 21, which isn't really that high. High for Pokemon in general. Well, you're around on a Pokemon at the third or second badge. And I've already mentioned this, but in the description I have the formula I use. So if you want to know, just go down there. Anyways, Eevee does all that, trains with Kami. He learns how to fly and sense ki. He's not gonna be using the hyperbolic time chamber because, A, you have 2 years in it. B, if you're going in alone, you're gonna go insane if you spend too much time in there, which will only lead to you having a few months. And C, Eevee doesn't want to do that. If I go in, I'm gonna be higher level, and let's just say Vegeta will be scared of me by the time we get to the Saiyan Saga. Even more than he would be normally by that point. But yeah, Eevee would then head to the tournament, watch Goku and Master Chun win, in the tournament. And anything else? Yeah, actually, during the victory meal everyone goes through, I also tell them about where I am and, well, where I'm from and what I told Roshi. Now, I already told him, so he knew everything. He can explain things where he messed up on. They also all think I'm trying to dictate their lives, which will remind them that no, I'm not. I'm not trying to make you anyone else other than you. And I also tell Krillin that he's going to be a great person in the future. Without any explanation. Just because Krillin deserves it. And I also end up having a small chat with Goku before he goes to find the four-star ball which will start the Red Ribbon Army stuff. And I sadly had to explain that he's a Saiyan. And honestly, it's more of a wholesome moment where Goku's just wanting to know what he's like. And I also tell him that he has a brother. And maybe if we get to that point, we could possibly have them become family again. Which is just a sweet, tender moment. And anything else for the Red Ribbon arc though? Besides me continuing my training with Kami, nothing much really happens. I'll also will just be focused on studying everything I can in here. I'm also planning on becoming a doctor while I'm in this universe. So I'm studying up and taking and I'm becoming a medical student who also sometimes goes to the Capsule Corps to work on Echo armor or in his spare time. Anyways, I'm gonna call it here, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed this what if, and as I mentioned at the beginning, if you made it to this far or in the video, which do you prefer, me being the third person or Eevee being first person? And also let me know in the comments section if I should continue this series or just finish it up as soon as possible to get back to the Ruby stuff. Also, progress on that, which I think I mentioned in other plot. No, I didn't mention it yet, but progress. I have gotten to volume 3 at least. Yes, I've been really busy, so I couldn't really binge watch all of Ruby. So yeah. But I'm starting to remember why Mercury was a vibe. Even the very beginning of Ruby. And with that, I'll see you later. Eevee, wanna say anything? Yep. Everyone, stay awesome.